Hey there, Drew Brents here, PreApp 1003 and Broker Plus, and today I want to take a few minutes and talk to you about our system reports and our new custom reports. Custom reports is amazing, you're going to love it, so let's check it out. Okay, before we get into the custom reporting, I do want to point out some system reports that we provided for corporate admin. So if you're a corporate admin, just go over to account settings, go to system reports. We have a few reports in there that you can take advantage of that's very helpful, and we give you averages of days to close, things like that. If there's some reports in here that you want us to build out and add, just shoot us over the spreadsheet. We can get those added to the system. But let's look at the custom reports. So you can click here to go to custom reports, or also everybody, whether you're an admin or not. And by the way, you can run custom reports at the corporate level if you're an admin. If you're a branch manager, you can do it on the branches. And if you're LO, you can do it on your own production. So you go over to your little gear icon, you go to custom reports right here. And this is where you can have different templates saved for different reports. So let's go ahead and create a new one. So we're going to create new. We're going to go ahead and just name this test report. And this is where you can do a description of the report, okay? And then select your field. So we're going to click add fields. And you can expand what data points that you want in this. So we're just going to throw out a bunch here. Appraised value, note rate, to say term, loan to value, product type, loan type, P&I, bar info if you want, okay, assign users if you want to, obviously loan officers, processors, critical dates. This is important. So if you want to see the actual date on a file for a certain status, like when it went into TRID, it would be a good one. Another one like when was it assigned to processing, so you can track your processing. Okay, appraisal ordered and appraisal received, so it shows you what's the time frame of getting the appraisals back. How about initial underwriting, and then also approve of conditions, and maybe clear to closed and closed. I mean, that's going to give you a lot of good data. Parties to the transaction, maybe you want to add your investor, and you can do property information and branch information or what have you if you want. So let's just go ahead and assign the selected fields. Now, these are going to be your different headers, okay, on your spreadsheet. So you can move these up and down, meaning what order from left to right do you want them in. So obviously if it's the top one, that's going to be the furthest left, and the bottom one is going to be the furthest right. So you can put these in whatever position you want them to be in. Also, this field right here that says show on page, this allows you to select, show on page is when you run the report of what it's going to show before you export it to a spreadsheet on your web browser. So maybe you got so much that there's just a lot of, you're scrolling back and forth on it. So maybe you want to condense that. So you come over here and you can uncheck box a few of these and decide what you want, to show. So we're going to save the report. Okay, so it's right there. Now, I already have a demo report that I created earlier, so I'm going to actually run that one. The functionality works the same. So we're going to do that, and what I'm going to do in this one, I'm just going to go to close date. I'm going to just go, from this month. So the 1st to the 21st of this month, I'm going to run report. Okay, there you go. So it pulls up all the data right there. Okay, now. If I wanted to, I could click add new filter, and I could filter by LO, I could filter by processor, I could search by status. So maybe, I just want to look at, a certain status within this report, okay? Or, here's another good example. Let's say by purpose. Let's say I want to just do purchases, okay? Now I'm going to run that. Okay, I got 13. It was 15, the number of records. So let's say I want to do purchases and refinances. I'll run a report. It takes me to 15 on that. So I'm going to, let me just look at purchases, and I want to add another filter. I'm going to do by type, which is going to be, let's say FHA and VA. Okay, run report. Okay, it narrowed it down to 6. So 6 government loans on purchase that are closed. So, so this gives you an idea of how you could use the filters to modify your reports, okay? And then obviously what we selected earlier was all the headers. Now, you can name this report, and then you can export it as a spreadsheet, and then you can manipulate the data however you want on that. Now, one thing I do want to point out is this selection right here. This is when I selected all those different dates earlier, the TRID date, the assigned to processing date, the initial underwriting, the clear to close. These are not just statuses, but you could actually filter by status, okay? But these would be the dates of that status, and you're saying, I want to pull, TRID dates. Let me clear these other filters. I want to pull TRID dates within this date range. Okay, so I'm going to run that. Okay, or I want, when was it assigned to processing within a certain date range. So you could also run just a general status, okay, report. But this would really dial it in. I want this status when it was triggered within this date range. So that's how you could take advantage of that filter by date. So yeah, pretty cool. So anyway, give us your feedback as you use it. Let us know how we can make enhancements to it. We're always looking to enhance the system and make it better. But yeah, anyway, we appreciate your business. Thank you for using PreApp 1003 and Broker Plus.